Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Snatch Chat, where I'm here to help you lose fat, but not your mind. I'm Tiffany, certified personal trainer, nutrition specialist, and your body snatcher. Today, I'm going to be doing a product review for something that has really helped me. It's not sponsored or anything like that. It is part of my Amazon shop, but it's really just something that has really made a big, significant change for me lately. And I think it's important to share some of my wins and some things that I found that help my clients. So I'm going to be doing a couple product reviews every now and then. Okay. I'll always let you know if it's sponsored. This one is not, but it is really, really great and it's really affordable and it's just the bomb. So I'm just going to do a quick little explanation about why I think maybe you should think about getting it. Okay. So before I get into that though, make sure you go to the description, get your free workouts. So I pulled a few workouts from my Snatch Sessions coaching program. It focuses on habit change and actually making lifestyle changes in a sustainable way. So no fads, no crash diets, nothing dramatic. So that is the main focus of the subscription, and I pulled some of the workouts that I offer weekly uh, to you. So completely free. I also throw some nutrition and mindset stuff in there as well. So definitely go check that out. So go ahead and get right into it. So a little backstory about my whole philosophy on recovery. So I did do a video before about recovery and why it's so important for strength training and getting your results. A lot of people want to cut out the recovery part of it, but it is so important. One reason that I am very serious about it is on top of being a personal trainer, I also worked as a stretch specialist. So I physically stretch people in person. This was before the whole COVID thing. So right now that is clearly on pause. But I would actually stretch people. And even before that, I've always been a trainer that is very serious about, recovery, stretching, and doing things that actually help the body rejuvenate and all of that. So I am really into it anyways. So that is the backstory on me as a person when it comes to recovery. Now, as far as these massagers go, I'm going to give you my little quick backstory. So I had a massager before this one, okay, for like 10 plus years. It was a Homedics. It was really good. But it's interesting because I went to look for a one to replace the one that I had, and they've kind of changed a lot of the knobs. And I was kind of surprised that they didn't offer really the same ones that I got way back in the day. So I had to do a little bit more research and checking, on new handheld massagers. And the one I had before had the 4 prongs on it. So it was really hard to, even though it felt great because it had like the softer, nodes at the top. I think that's it, nodes. It was really comfortable and they really felt great. It was hard because they had the 4 prongs, so it was hard to get your neck in the right way and stuff like that. Fast forward, that one finally was giving up on me, but it lasted a really long time, so I will give them a shout out for that. It was great. It lasted a really long time. So I went and I got on Amazon per usual, and I found another one by Sharper Image, which I ordered, got it, and to be honest, I didn't care for it at all. I'm still on the fence if I should put that one in the description or not. I will put it in there just so you can see the one that I'm talking about, but it was actually like more money than the one that I'm going to share with you today. So when I returned that one, I purchased this one, and I was on the fence because it wasn't really expensive. Okay, it's 40 bucks, depending or less, and I was kind of like, is there something wrong with it? But it had really great reviews on Amazon. And of course, Amazon makes everything really easy for you to return if you don't like something. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a go. Got this massager, and it is bomb.com. Okay. I actually got it on Amazon. So it was only $34 when I bought it. I believe it is probably around that price now. And on their website, it actually is a little bit more, but I do have a coupon code. I did find out that you can do coupon codes for it. So I will put that in the description as well. So you can go and get it for even less than the 30 something bucks. But yeah, for the price, it is amazing. So I'm just going to go through some of the features and just give you a really quick rundown of why I love it. In general, okay, so this is a handheld massager. So stretch is when you're actually, relieving the muscles through lengthening. So you're actually lengthening your muscles and actually stretching the muscle. Massage, on the other hand, is actually digging into the muscle, right? So they're two different modes. I do both. I stretch quite a bit, and I use this thing, to be honest, almost every day. If not every day, probably 5 times a week. And that is just keeping it real. I'll do different parts of my body, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the name of the company is Snailax. Okay, so when I ordered this on Amazon, let me just do that. When I ordered this on Amazon, I didn't really know anything about them, which is partially why I was skeptical about getting it, because there's just so many different brands, but they seem pretty legit. I went to their website. They have a ton of different options for massage, things, which I'm actually going to look into because I'm always looking to try new things. So I'm actually going to go on their website and see what else they have to offer, because this is so good, and I'm willing to, see if I want to buy something else from them. So, with Amazon, a lot of times you just kind of buy things and you don't really know who the company is. You just buy it because you really just want the thing. But sometimes, every now and then, something impresses you, and this did. So I'm going to check them out. So the company is called Snailax, and this handheld massager is superior to the one I had even originally for several reasons. First, as you can see, it's completely handheld with no cord. So it's a cordless one. You get the cord separate. So this is where a lot of the other handheld massagers don't offer this. You usually have to use the massager while the actual cord is still attached, which makes it more limiting, right? You can't do it anywhere you want. You have to actually stay close to an outlet. So that's one of the biggest points about this. Other than that, you get heat. So, I don't know, I guess I should buzz it. So you can hear the sound, right? Because it's near my mic. Hopefully it doesn't sound awful. I'm going to turn it off in a second because this is all definitely by chance. But as you can see, there is a button here for heat. So this one actually has a heat function, okay, which is actually really great if you're considering that it is a less than $40 item. I will be honest and say that I don't think the heat function is amazing on it. It takes a little while to get hot, and it doesn't get super hot, but it does get comfortable. So it gets warm, and it is good to touch. So you won't burn yourself, at least the one I have, unless I have one that is just not as hot as other people's, but I don't find it to get super hot, which honestly, I would like it to be a tiny bit hotter. That's the only thing I would say about it, but I wasn't really looking for heat at all in the first place. So you'll see that the one that I got before didn't have a heat function at all. So I wasn't really super, pressed about it. It was just a nice bonus. But I will say that it's really, really helpful. Also, what I love about this one is there's different modes. So not only do you have different methods, so there's just the stagnant continuous mode. Then there is a button here, the M. You can press that. It's like a pulse. I don't know if you can hear it. And then there's a so it's actual a longer pulse. So I use these modes for different things. So this mode I use for my neck, but I don't use it on such a high setting. So here you actually can change the settings. So it starts with the high for the green. This is the mid, and then this is the lower, you know, a little bit more soft. So you can actually, if you think about that, you have 3 different modes and 3 different, you know, intensity levels. So there's a lot of options, and you can do it with or without heat. So that's one of the major bonuses, other than the cord, is that this has a lot of function. Now, if that wasn't enough, okay, to be honest, I use this regular mode without any attachments the most, but you do get attachments with it too, which I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so, all right, first I'll show you the one I use the most. So this one is actually soft. This is the only soft attachment. So you literally just take it and you put it on top and then you twist it. So I actually use this one for my neck. So the setting that I'll use is I'll turn it on. I will put it on this mode, and then I go to the mid level, and I literally just put it right on my neck, and it just like pulses, and it gets really comfortable. I don't know if that's really the word that I was thinking of, but it feels great. So to be honest, this is the main attachment that I use in addition to just using it plain. But that being said, there are 3 other attachments that I will go over. So they have this one, which is supposed to be for your legs and your calves. So on the one thing I will give them is on the website, they put the actual, you know, guide and all of that so that you can see what everything is used for. So this one is actually so that you can, you know, lock your leg on it. So like you can put it out and just rest your leg on it and actually do the same thing. One thing I will say is you can't use any of these attachments with the heat. So that would be, you know, maybe a negative for some people. You're only supposed to use the heat without the attachment. So none of the attachment should be done with heat. But like I said, that wasn't a huge thing for me. So I was okay with it, you know, personally. But so this one is for your legs. Then they have this like 3-prong thing, which to be honest, I did use all of these attachments when I first got them, but it started to get, I just realized that I really didn't love anything except for the softer one. So it's definitely interesting because you're putting the attachment on and you're also doing these different, you know, modes. So if you think about the different, how many combinations there are, I mean, it has to be, you know, tons, because it's like you can use a different prong for, I hope prong is the right word. Maybe I should have researched that better. I mean, prong, and it's really nodes, prongs, but you know what I mean, the attachments. So you can use different attachments with different settings. So there's so many different possibilities. So I will say that you do have to play around and see what feels good for you. But like this one, like I said, like I kind of find it to be a little intense. I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, this feels good right now though. I just did a workout though. So actually, I think I'm going to play with this one a little more. Maybe I spoke too soon because this is actually feeling really good right now. One of my favorite areas to massage is my chest area. I hope that's not too loud on my mic though. So I will try this prong with my pecs. Okay, so that's that one. And then there's this last one, which is like this smaller little 3-prong, which I would say is probably a little bit more similar to the one that I use more often. However, I don't use it much, but it feels good. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, kind of sometimes you try something and you just are partial to a particular part of something. So all in all, I would say, and I've been actually really pushing this a little bit, like I've been sharing it on my lists, you know, I just put it on my clients T10 list. So I do a list every month of different like foods that they should eat and brands and why stuff is better than other things. And I actually put this on my T10 list because it really is so good. And I put it in my Amazon shop too. But And I will link everything below. You can check out my Amazon shops of all my favorite things and all of that. But I just wanted to do a review on this thing because it really is bomb.com. I don't get excited about things very often. So there are like things that I really love that are tools like the food scale and things that are just more fitness related, but I rarely get super excited about, items that are just kind of like, regular items. So I just wanted to share. I will be doing, some product recommendations here and there. I'll be doing a lot of food stuff as well, just trying to mix it up. So let me know what you thought. You can keep you can leave a comment or you can reach out. All my Instagram and all that stuff is there, but just leave a comment, let me know. Press like if you like the recommendation or if you like the style of video. If you didn't like it, please just don't push dislike anyways, I guess. But if you did find it helpful, definitely push like and subscribe to the channel. So that is it for the day. Last but not least, don't forget to get those workouts. They are really good workouts. They're always, no longer than 50 minutes. I usually push for 35 to 45 minutes. So really good work for a limited time. So definitely go get your workouts. Okay, so that's it. That is my review of the Snailax handheld heat massager. Definitely go check out the link, see if it's something that you would like. I do highly recommend it. As someone who is very active and gets a lot of muscle ache and stuff like that from all my training, I can say that this was amazing. And I also want to say I'm very aware that there are $200 and $300 machines out there. This is not that, so you're not going to get a $200 item, but I have felt the other ones, I've used them, and I will say that this is really amazing for the price. So I'll just leave with that. Okay, so other than that, I'm all done. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, eat well, drink well, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.